Hi, Sarah here from Rocky Top Teacher for this week's Monday's Moment. As you can see, this is not the normal background and setting. I'm actually bringing you this week's Monday's Moment on the road from Atlanta. I am here this weekend for the Ed Expo. I'm actually blogging about the experience for them. And really, the reason why I'm really excited about this weekend, the expo has been amazing, and I can't wait to share about it with you in the upcoming days and weeks ahead. But what I really am excited about is the fact that I have gotten to meet up with so many other teacher bloggers this weekend. Some I've already met that I absolutely adore, and then some that I have been following online and absolutely appreciate their influence that they've had on me and my education career. I'm actually getting to meet some of them for the first time this weekend. So it has been an amazing experience. And I'm going to be completely honest with you, I have so much in my mind and so much on my heart right now. When you get so many teacher bloggers together that are really passionate and excited and love to collaborate and share, the conversations and just the experiences are out of this world. And so it's been really hard for me to kind of get all of this in and just kind of breathe and just let the experience just kind of soak in. It doesn't quite feel real yet. But what I wanted to take and share on this week's Monday's Moment is about my experience that I got to have this morning. I am a huge supporter of the Ron Clark Academy, and not just the Academy, but what the teachers and the Academy itself represent for teachers all over the world. And Kim Bearden, the co-founder of Ron Clark Academy, was the keynote speaker for the expo. And so I got the chance to hear her talk today, and it was just absolutely amazing. If you've heard her speak or if you've heard Ron speak, I know you understand what I'm talking about. And if you haven't gotten to hear either of them speak, please put it on your list of things to do, because it will touch your teacher heart, and it will hopefully just ignite your passion for teaching even more so than it probably already is. But she had so many amazing quotes and so many amazing thoughts and so many stories that she shared, and each one I was like, oh my goodness, I've got to write this one down. Oh my goodness, I've got to write this one down. But if I had to pick a single one from the entire keynote speech, the one that I want to share with you today is one that probably touched me the most, and it was, she made the comment, she said, you can't just look at kids and see where they are. You have to look at where they are and see what they are going to become. And it was like, you have those aha moments where you either realize, oh my goodness, this is totally speaking to me, or oh my goodness, this is something that I want to do. It was kind of one of those moments where I think about myself. I am so passionate about and so serious about reflecting on me as a teacher and the things that I do in my classroom and look at my practices and see how I can improve them. Well, I do look at my students and I set goals with them, short-term goals, long-term goals, and we talk about them. And when she made that comment, it was like in a matter of seconds, all of the I look at my students now. Yes, I see where I want them to become, but a lot of it is done academically. And while that's important, there's so much more to that picture than just where a student is academically. I might look at my kids and look where I want them to be at the end of the week, or I want them to be at the end of a lesson, or at the end of a school year. But she made that comment, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is my new challenge for myself. I want to not just challenge myself to look at my students for who they are today and who they're going to be tomorrow, or who they're going to be at the end of the school year or the next school year. I want to look at them and I want to see into their beings. I want to be like, okay, I look at you and I see a second grade student, but I also look at you and I know that you are going to be the first person in your family to go to college. Or I want to look at a student and I want to say, you have the makings of a leader. I know that you are going to become an amazing leader in the workplace. You're going to change lives. Or I want to look at my students and I want to say, I can see that you are going to do great things in your future. I want to look at who they're going to be at the end. What can I do as an educator and what can I do as a teacher to help my students not just see where they are now, see who they are now, but see what they are going to become in the future? That was really my aha moment. So then I started thinking about how I can do that for my students, but then I started to think about it for myself as well. I am today, I am a blogger, I am a teacher, I'm a swim coach, hopefully I'm a mentor, hopefully I'm a colleague that others want to have, but that's who I am right now. That may be who I am tomorrow. That may be who I am a couple months down the road. But at the end of me, Who am I going to become? And so that's really going to be my challenge over the next couple of days. I want to think about all of the things, like when I think of Sarah and I think of my journey in life and really my career as an educator, I want to start not just seeing myself a year from now, not just seeing myself 5 years from now. When I am done being an educator, when I am done with me, what all did I accomplish? Who did I become? So that's kind of, like I said, it's still very raw with me right now. It's still very crazy because I have all these thoughts and I'm trying to get them put together. But that's kind of what touched me on my heart, and so that's what I wanted to share with you. I want you to think about who you are right now, and I want you to think about who you can become and who you are going to become. And I want you to think of that as a teacher standpoint, and then I also want you to think about that as a student standpoint, because remember, we all have the ability to make a difference, whether you are a teacher, whether you are a student, whether you are an instructional coach, whether you're an administrator. No matter what, we all have the ability to make a difference. And so if we start thinking about ourselves and we start thinking about our future and we start applying that knowledge to the people around us and helping and lifting and supporting others to be the best that they can be, just think of what a world we're going to help create. So this is just, I challenge you this week to do that, and reach out and talk to me about it. I want to hear who you want to be. What is your long-term goal? Who do you want to become when it's all said and done? And then I want you to also think about it with your students. Who do you want your students to become? Do you look at your students and you see lawyers and you see, let's real world application. I mean, let's see leaders in the community. Let's see people who get to go to college. Maybe they're the first ones in their family to complete it. Maybe you look at your students and you see them as teachers, or you see them as solid, respectful, and respected employees in the future that are going to be leading us. Maybe you see them as someone who's going to go out and create things. They're going to be an engineer. They're going to be, it doesn't matter. The possibilities are endless. It's just the fact that you're not just stopping at tomorrow. You're not just stopping at the end of the school year for your students. You are helping create individuals, and you're helping mold them and their future for who they are going to become. All right, so that's my Monday's moment for this week. Thank you so much for listening to me ramble. And as you go into your classrooms this week, a lot of you have been out because of the weather in the south and the northeast. So just remember that your students have missed you, they need you, and they are going to be so excited to see you today. So embrace that, and remember that you are touching lives every single day. You are making a difference. You are going out and changing the world. Embrace that, hold on to it, and I will see you next week.